10.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Thank you for that slightly condescending tone. You may play a amazingly hilarious god person that gives people pickles in an animated cartoon that I like, but you're kind of an ass here. But that's okay.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Yes, I have many questions, but I do want to point out that I am delighted that because I know in the previous games, they didn't really have the ability to make people necessarily taller depending on race. Everybody was just sort of human height. Like Garrus would be only like a little bit taller than you, even though Turians are supposed to be like 7 feet tall. So I'm glad that everybody gets different heights, but I am actually honestly surprised that the Solarians are so fucking tall. I thought they would be short, but they're not. Tell me about the arcs, please.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for.
That's bad.
If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
You sound so political, and I know what you're trying to do, but at the same time, dude,
Are there
feels
any
weird.
other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped
Disingenuous.
Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
From what I know of the Quarians, it seems like a rather silly thing for them to go, hey, we'll just take everyone else with diverse biological needs on our ship where we ourselves have the most concerning of biological needs. But then again, given what I also know of how everybody treats the Quarians, that may have been the only way for them to get in on the initiative, would be to shoulder everyone else's burdens for the complicated people no one wanted to take. I feel bad for them.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Oh, Jesus.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
First of all, you put all the leaders in the leadership wing and the whole wing got destroyed? So, like, what? Is everybody here, like, just random civilians or, like, janitors and shit that are like, hey, guess what? You're in charge of agriculture now. I know that you came here to plant crops or whatever, but guess what? You're in charge of this now. Oh my god.
KANDROS mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
You just smash into
Criminal
it?
elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed.
I have heard of
We
this.
had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
This is an interesting branch. I hope I'm have to, like, pop back and find all these other possible responses. There's a lot to talk
Who
about.
is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
It sounds like everything went to shit. What about the Krogan? I only saw the one.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Wow, you're racist.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Hey, but they're already here. What the fuck, dude?
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
Fuck.
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What a lovely speech that you have no doubt practiced over and over again, you weird racist man thing.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Oh, you're so lofty, you asshat.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
Oh, you're such a politician, giving me answers, but not really answers. Tell me more.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is
That's
home
great.
to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
I hope that all Solarians aren't like you, or I'm going to greatly dislike Solarians. Other questions? Do we have any more we can talk about him?
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
You know, I can see why.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, KESH handles the Nexus's physical operations, KANDROS runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
It probably doesn't help that there are 4 of you and there is nobody to break the tie. Why could they ever possibly doubt your ability to lead?
What's their problem with you?
Racist.
I am not Jean Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
You an accountant?
So, you're an accountant?
Yeah.
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
How dare I question whether or not you can lead?
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Water, probably.
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats.
Like bees.
Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging.
No.
Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Tell me what a forward station is. Is this like an outpost?
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
You know, as much of an asshole as you are very well written, very well acted, and very well planned out, and I like it. I don't like you as a person, but I like you as a character. We're going to be friends! Goodbye.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
I'm so happy that it didn't really pan out. You got what you wanted, I suppose. Your childhood dream, you can finally live it. It's not as easy as you thought, huh? Alright, let's switch back to meeting people, because I do want to go see Sam, but I want to finish stuff here first. Oh, it looks like there might be other quests on the map. I'll look at that in a second. Is that what's in here? No. Is it in this? Yes. And then when that's all done, I guess I go back. So what's this other thing? Oh, there is something down here. I will go and talk to that. Or read the thing. I don't know where you get. I'm assuming you get quests from people and notice boards and stuff. Okay! Are you okay, Raj? Looks like Raj Patil. You okay?
Hey, you okay?
You exploded.
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
That's not good.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Why paranoid?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
That seems like a lot. I mean, I know everything's going wrong, but this seems to be implying that that's in no way normal, not even for a ship that's fucked.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of, but I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, that's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me, if they start hitting critical systems.
Yes.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help.
Sure.
I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
I can absolutely go do that, sir.
No, I'm fine. And I don't know, it just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Aw, I like KESH. So far. She's the only one who stood up for me and was a nice person, which is why TANN is a racist butthole. What is this?
This is a nightmare.
Oh, this is my waypoint. Oh! This is the quest. Mariette. Oh.
This is a nightmare.
I didn't know that Turians came in shades of green. I thought that they
That's
were
not
all
right.
like tan and
It's
stuff.
not fair.
You okay?
What's wrong?
Oh my, So it's true. A pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What did he do?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Absolutely, I'll talk to him.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Oh. I'm so sorry, honey. I will absolutely go talk to him once I speak to everybody and panels and things. Ooh, a data pad. What is? Apex status. Huh. Lieutenant, based on status report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel of this enemy, I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risks involved and continued loss of resources and lives makes it hard to justify. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectations again, KANDROS. Well, he's right here, so let's talk to him. Hello. I like your armor.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a pathfinder. Can't argue with results.
I
But
like
they'll
you.
try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Absolutely. I like you. You're friendly. You're like one of only 2 people who didn't immediately rip my head off when I arrived because heaven forbid something went wrong on my end. Your face paint is very nice. Tell me about the cat.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The KANDROS family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega.
Oh my
Everyone was
God.
proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
So wait. So the disappointments in your family and just disappointed. We're so disappointed that you're not the good kid in your family is someone decided to go and become a potter and make pottery, an artist, if you will, specifically about pottery. And that is a grievous disappointment to the family that is on par with the other disappointment, which is your family member cousin, I think he just said, who became a pirate. I'm equally disappointed in you, child of mine that decided instead of military she was going to make art. Just as disappointed as your cousin that is now a pirate. Cousin became a pirate. That's like joining the circus. What do you do, good sir?
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
That's true, but they picked you because you were a badass. And it's awesome to be a badass. It's too bad I don't seem to be able to date you. I think it's limited to people in my party, and you're not my party. It's too bad. You're awesome. I like you. Turian welfare?
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
I imagine it probably is. So what do you guys do specifically?
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
Oh, that's
I
true.
have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
For reals?
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Absolutely, sir. Goodbye.
Bye, KANDROS. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Oh, I like KANDROS. Okay, so this is the strike team mission thingy?
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder.
Yes.
Please speak with Tyrion KANDROS for authorization to participate.
I thought he just said he would do that. Oh, I guess I have to talk to him again.
That's the console for our strike teams.
Yes.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Aw, thank you.
I'll deploy your people carefully, KANDROS.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
I like the guy behind him that's just showing off while we're talking. He's like, yeah, I gotta pose. Ah, it's gonna be so impressive when I actually get out on the field. But Bobby, you're a janitor. Put that gun down and sweep the floor. No, I want to go out and hunt aliens. Look at my pose. I practice. All right, what's this? Oh! Okay. So, what did you do? It put me in the multiplayer, didn't it? On a minute. I didn't want that to happen. I'll be right back. Oh, thank God it left me at the table. I'm sorry. I hit spacebar by accident. I thought that mission was done. So I learned a thing. Yes, I see them. Is that the strike team missions in here are also the strike team missions in my other file. So I guess you share them. That's really weird. I didn't think it would do that, and I've ruined the immersion. I'm so sorry. So I guess I'll just assign these people in here to show you guys what it's like, and then I'll resume my game. That's weird. These guys leveled up fast. They were level 1 when I brought them earlier. That was interesting. How much does it cost to get other people? I see that. Can't recruit the team. So you can recruit teams with things. Obviously. My team's name is Golf. They're the first one I had. That was strange. So let's send someone on a thing. 78% chance of success. Go for it. Are there any other not super high level missions? No, there's not. That's fine. Get out of here. So I'll just do that in my other game then. That's not that hard. That cuts down on background stuff I have to cut out for you guys, so that's good. Anyway, I have to go and talk to people. Thanks, game, for throwing me for a loop and sending me into multiplayer. That was weird. Hey, broski! Whoa. Sorry.
Like Quiro's rockfish.
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
This is true. Whoops. I stood there too long and removed the prompt. Hold on. Professor. Oh god, why won't it let me talk to you now? I've borked it. Borked it again. There it is.
Expand 300%. Amazing.
Talk to me!
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Hello, sir.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I like you already.
What fields do you study?
Eric's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography.
Someone really wants to talk to you back there.
Aragona's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study. Everyone picked up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Dr. Hi, guy in the middle. You wandered in. She sounds like she's on drugs. Hi.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Absolutely.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies.
Hi, buddy.
If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Yeah. Chief Lucan.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Try and stop me.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there.
Excellent.
Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Sounds good. That man behind you is so concerned. I like your little hat. Now, for the lady I'm pretty sure is high. How are you?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Yes.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
I'll help you.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
That was very well acted. I just don't know why in your earlier line when you're talking about poetry, you sounded like you were 3 sheets to the wind. Alright, what's on the console? It's sparking violently. Alright. Final proposer, Professor and Herrick. Alright. Since we are, by definition, an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully, and we must preserve anything we replace. The Helios Cluster presents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity of the Milky Way, but this cluster is scarred by the Scourge, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That, too, requires conservation. Okay, and here we go. Geophysics 6 beta build. Patch notes by Chief R. Lukin. GSV 2031 streamlined interface with OmniTool, minimal lag. GSV 2093 tuned voice recognition to recognize both aluminum and aluminium. We have a lot of British people in this cast. GSV 2105 haptic interface no longer defaults to transparent. Yay! Also resolved. GSV 2027, haptic interface not found. GSV 2135, customized sand handshake protocols. Activate it. I love it. I love it. Let's go talk to more people. You guys and your little science party, you have fun. I love that you have trapped that man between all of you. I think it's the best thing in the world. I like it. I'm sure that was a little glitch, but you know what? That's the result of a dynamic cutscene and not a pre-made cutscene. So you know what? I don't mind. I think it's funny. I like to think that they are shunning him because he's not science enough for their science party. He's not nerd enough for them and they're shunning him. Yay, KESH! You're nice and I like you. Talk to me.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
You're such a cute space turtle. Tell me about your job.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep
Neat.
the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
You know what I knew of the Krogan, and that they're there it is, and that they're having some kind of virus problem that affects their ability to reproduce. I actually was under the impression that they probably would not allow women, especially those who could actually reproduce, to do anything other than be kept safe somewhere. So I'm actually super happy to see you here. Because I think in the previous games, I think we only ever met one female Krogan, and she had like a mask on or something, so we didn't see her face. So it's cool to see what they look like now. So where are the other Krogan? Is it just you?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
TANN,
In that there is just you?
ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions.
Yeah, I
I
know.
can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
What happened?
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but TANN had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
From what I know of the previous games, I actually completely 100% agree with you.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
That makes sense. So what is wrong with the Nexus besides everything?
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
Yeah, I heard about it. Tell me, what do you think of Jean?
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. TANN might know more.
Yeah, he told me what he knew. He said that you guys flew into... I'm guessing you jumped in here, everything went high, and then the Scourge slapped the side of the ship and killed everybody! What else is going wrong? Besides, again, everything.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever.
I noticed!
And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Yeah, probably, because, I mean, if, like, for example, the air system isn't working, I'm pretty sure we'll all find out how bad that can get pretty quick. Can I ask you about the... I'm assuming this is the disease from the previous games? Is it bad if I ask you?
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with a genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago.
Oh.
That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Sweet Jesus. What the fuck?
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
No, that makes perfect sense. And unfortunately, as with many conflicts, not all, but in the case of a lot of conflicts, there is blame to go around to plenty of people. But humans, at least, I don't know about aliens in this series, but humans at least like to pick one person or one group of people and decide it's all their fault. And sometimes it is, or they're the majority. But it's not always the case, and it's kind of sad when it is. But I guess that's because I value the truth more than anything, so... I guess it's just, my opinion has always been, if you know the complete truth of everything, then you can finally heal whatever damage has been done. But I guess it's not that simple, but that's the way I've always tried to do it, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. So, are you guys gonna be okay?
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense.
Oh.
During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
Oh.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Yeah. Although you keep saying your clan, does that mean it's just you guys? Wouldn't that lead to, like, real bad inbreeding? I'm assuming it's not just you. I'm assuming your clan was the one with the mutation, and that part of the gene therapy was passing on that trait to everybody else. Because if not, then no amount of gene therapy in the world is going to stop the inbreeding, and that leads to very bad things in humans, and I'm assuming also Krogan. Other questions? Oh, I don't have anything else to ask, so I'm done for now.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
It was nice talking to you,
Hyperion
KESH.
docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all.
Hey everyone! Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed the video and you want to help my channel grow, why not like the video? Or share it with your friends? Want to tell me what you thought? Leave a comment! If you want to see more, why not subscribe? Or enjoy one of the annotated videos? Thanks a bunch, you guys. I couldn't do it without you.